had the problem with the visa, and the promoters, Ivan and Peter Rivera, really did a great job in getting Viloria over here immediately. So they kept their World Championship show, because not only you have to find a replacement, you got to find a guy that's worthy of getting a title shot.
Well, that's one thing Ivan Rivera said to me. We had a plan A and we had a plan B. We had to go to plan B. It worked. And here they are.
Viloria had been known to be a little bit more of a brawler than he's showing right here, because this is the biggest night in his boxing career. And Martinez given that dipsy doodle, bouncing to the right, back to the left, positioning himself to land shots, kind of powering with his left jab instead of stepping up into it and taking off. And this is a feeling out round for him.
Absolutely. And, you know, the thing with Viloria right now, I mean, he knows about the power of Martinez. So what he's doing now is just trying to bide his time and see if he can break this guy some way, somehow.
Now Viloria comes in. He has to pay the price. He gets clipped by a right hand. And this is the end of round number 1. So a lot of posturing, but I think Martinez probably landed more punches than did Viloria. By the way, our judges, Cesar Ramos of Puerto Rico, Gene Glenn of Ohio, and Dr. Ruben Garcia of Texas. All very experienced.
I gave that round to Roman Martinez. I just thought Fader Viloria never got close enough to really land any kind of a real tough shot. You see the corner right there, Viloria. You see Ismael Salas and Tony Gonzalez in that corner.
Along with Leo Arias. And across the way now, Raul Torres, Danny Rivera, Manuel Martinez, and Angel Rivera all work with Roman Rocky Martinez, the reigning WBO champ, in his first title defense.
Looking good, baby.
So we're set to go with round number 2. Colonel Bob Sheridan here with Benny Ricardo. We're at the Coliseo de Puerto Rico in San Juan. Beautiful, fairly new venue here, and it's terrific for the boxing fans, and a good crowd has turned out to see these guys fight for the world title. And don't forget, coming up after this, the main event, Ivan Calderon and Rodel Mayol do it again at the rematch for the WBO light flyweight championship of the world at 108 pounds. Again, this is round 2. Our principals, Viloria from Colombia in the blue and white trunks, and Martinez in the yellow and green from Puerto Rico, the reigning champ.
Just like against that fight against Nicky Cook, Roman Martinez, a slow starter, and then all of a sudden he'll start finding his range. But he's a very patient guy. Studies his opponent, and again, like you said, the only thing he knew about Viloria is his name.
When you take a look at the cheekbones already, we're just in the second round, and look at how puffed up they are of Viloria. So Martinez is getting that left jab through there with consistency.
And look at the legs of Martinez, the way he places them. Very close together, ready to just snap in the throw combinations. Bounces, tremendous spring. You can see the muscle flexion of those calves, great calves, the way he's able to go ahead and pull in there.
Benny, technically, that's the way to throw the jab, is to spring off that back foot, and then it becomes a punch instead of just a positioning maneuver with the left hand. And the way and it's good if when you see this shot here that our director's getting for us, you can see that, just as Benny said, look for the flex of that back leg, and you can see when he jabs. He get clipped with a pretty good left hand that time by Viloria.
Well, Viloria's a slick guy. He's got great head movements, does a good job of moving from the waist from side to side, so he's got a good defensive posture. What I'm not seeing so far is his offense.
Sliding around to his left, and then he plants, and that allows Martinez to come in and club him with the right hand.
Welcome to Puerto Rico, said Rocky Martinez.
Martinez in the yellow and green, nails him with the right hand, comes right after him again. No expression change in his fight. This guy is all business.
Oh, and you look at those eyes. Can you imagine being his opponent? You're seeing this guy with this icy, steely look in his face, and he's flicking those shots right at you and rocking you back.
Flicking is being generous for Viloria. Those shots. Oh, there's another looping right hand that crushes him to the left side of the skull. And look at him, straight with the right hand when Viloria comes in and tries to hang on. And boy, you folks can't see it as well on TV as Benny and I can right here. But Benny's description of the cold, steely eyes of Martinez is so true. All business on the face. And if you can't see it, and we can barely see it, I'll guarantee you that Viloria can see it.
Oh, yes. He can taste it.
And he can feel the power of the punches as the bell ends round number 2. Another good boxing round for Martinez. Now, Martinez has 13 knockouts and 22 victories. So he can bang a little bit when he has to.
But the big thing with Martinez, though, is he's so patient. I really don't think he's necessarily looking for that knockout. He's going in and executing that plan, fighting a textbook fight in the way he throws the combinations, never out of really any kind of a danger area, although Nicky Cook did catch him with that one left shot. But it was amazing, the athletic ability that Roman Martinez showed in that particular fight not to go down. It was amazing the way he did not go down.
I mean, it's a supreme confidence as you look at Martinez.
I don't even think he realizes he's in a fight. Here's some of the action right here in round number 2. There's that straight right hand.
Double left jab, Benny, and the right hand right behind it. Perfect.
And look at that. He extends the punch and he's ready to fire again.
Right back. Here we go. Round number 3 from Puerto Rico. Rocky Martinez defending his WBO Super Featherweight Championship of the World. It's the 130-pound title. They both come in just underneath.
In the corner of Viloria, they told him to come in now, to go ahead and start landing some shots. To me, that's very dangerous. Look at the puff now underneath the right eye of Viloria. Big mouse now right there.
That's getting bigger, but he's had the, puffiness. Oh, that's really blown up. You're right. He lands a right hand on top of that, and that thing will explode.
And that's why I think all of a sudden they told him, you got to step it up here.
I mean, it is the opportunity of a lifetime. You can't just cruise through and fight this guy. You're fighting a world champion for a world title. This is something you've been waiting for your whole life.
But he has to be very careful. I'm talking about Viloria and the blue trunks and the way he comes in, because Martinez hasn't measured already.
I'll tell you this, if I was Viloria, I'd just put the ears back and let it fly and do the best I can for as long as I can. I wouldn't pace myself or anything. I'd do this. And he's trying to do it. But you notice how nice and tight the defense is of Martinez?
Solid. This is a textbook boxer. We're talking about Roman Rocky Martinez, the WBO Super Featherweight Champion of the world.
Well, did you correct me on my pronunciation there? I was saying Roman, you said Roman?
Roman.
Okay. That's why we have Benny with me.
Roman.
These shots, looping shots here. Look at how many times Viloria misses. Martinez got a piece of him. Viloria trying to, turn it up as much as he can, but he's on the receiving end of more punches than he's landing.
I'll tell you what, I got a world of respect for Viloria, because he's a game fighter. He's coming out here trying to make a fight out of this.
Well, if you're a fighter and from Colombia, you're getting an opportunity that perhaps you wouldn't have gotten if the visa situation went all right for Rodriguez of Argentina. You've got to take advantage when you get the shot, because Lord knows, barring an upset, when it might come again. Chopping right hand a little bit short of the jaw of Viloria that time.
But this crowd is erupting. Any little shot thrown right there by Martinez anywhere near Viloria, and the crowd starts jumping up.
A big crowd here from Vega Baja, where he comes from here in Puerto Rico. There he is, setting it up again with a jab, right hand, left hooks. Decent defense by Viloria there, but you're not going to win this fight on defense. He's going to let fly. And he's doing a lot of catching, Benny.
Exactly. And also, that takes a lot of energy to fight this way, going backwards. From Martinez, he's just going straight ahead. Just missed with that right hand.
Roberto Ramirez Jr., excellent referee, hasn't had to do much. These guys are just letting it fly.
Good left hand by Viloria, popping one in there.
Well, this is what Viloria has to do, but just not enough of them as we hear the bell to end round 3. I can't give that round to Viloria, although I'd like to keep the fight close in the score sheets, but that isn't the way it's coming down.
But that may have been the best round for Viloria, though. And then look at that mouse.
Well, you know why it was the best round, Benny? Because he actually tried to do something offensively to open up, and that's what he's got to do.
I'm surprised they're not putting some ice underneath there, Colonel.
Well, they should have some end swell on it. That's ridiculous that they don't.
They got the ice, and they're not using it right there, because that would bring it down.
Well, Ismael Salas is a veteran corner guy who would expect that he would have an end swell in there. But they certainly didn't use it if they haven't. So we're getting ready to go to round 4.
Here's some of the action again. Martinez getting the position that he wanted. He wanted to put Viloria up against the rope and do the damage there. There's that left.
And that right on top of that puffiness. All right, this is round 4. Really good boxing so far. As we both said that Viloria's got to try and pick up his offense now. He's doing a decent job defensively, but in the meantime, Martinez is scoring a lot to the head, getting those eyes real puffy. And Martinez is doing a nice job of outboxing him to this point.
And look at the very athletic legs of Roman Rocky Martinez. You see those knees bend, and you see him power off of that when he goes in to go ahead and throw that jab.
Well, that's what they call setting down in your punches, you know, when you throw your right hand and you're springing forward with a looping right hand, but no damage done by Viloria. Good body shot by Viloria that time, but they come